Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Throwing first play is Lance. Flushed out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now play fake. Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. With a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice...
And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. We'll go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mixon with a first down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First Bengals at the 4-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 49ers will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's the 49ers with the early lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Lance now on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their 29-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 29 yards. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield now, Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 1, ready? Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Hopkins complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. And this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again.
And a catch made by Hopkins. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Another try for Mixon, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal, Burrow. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
If there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack it back right at the midfield stripe. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Lance going to throw. This is Anderson over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Now Lance again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Lance. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Lance to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. Second and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
The partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got him in. Complete. And all the Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
and the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Now this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Mixing up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, eluding the pressure right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think he might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On play action, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Hey, 3, 6, 7. Ulster. Check, man. Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Lance now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions.